Ladies and gentlemen, according to the Wall Street Journal, today former President Donald Trump will likely be charged again for the second indictment, the second attempt at trying to knock out a political opponent. So you talk about Trump being the authoritarian, the despot, or they do. Let's say Democrats say, oh, Trump is a despot, he's an authoritarian, he's a totalitarian. These people, I mean, look what they did to Bernie Sanders in 2016. Now look what they're doing to Trump. Anybody in their way, they level baseless allegations. Media runs with a Steele dossier purchased by Clinton and the DNC, both of which were fined for FEC violations. Complete and utter nonsense by CNN and MSNBC and all the major publications about Trump working with the Kremlin. It never happened. Then there's an embarrassment of an indictment in New York where it's like a hush money payment, which is completely legal. It's not really actually the extortion attempt is an actual crime. Paying money to keep the person quiet is part of the extortion. So he was the one who experienced a criminal act against him. If you listen to Alan Dershowitz, it wasn't Trump that committed the crime. It was people that said, hey, we're going to go and try to ruin your Stormy, for example, saying, I'm going to tell everybody about the romantic relationship, whether or not it happened, probably did, but nobody knows, nobody's even proven that it did happen. And then you have an attempt at extorting him, which turned into an indictment against him, utilizing a federal statute that isn't even mentioned within the indictment to elevate the misdemeanors. They tried so desperately in the most embarrassing and failed attempt at indicting him in New York. So that will be on appeal. He'll go ahead and he definitely won't serve any, obviously no jail time. It'll be thrown out eventually. New York is a place where you can't find a jury that won't indict Trump on things that aren't even a crime. They just despise him. So the defamation suit, they could very well, I mean, honestly, the defamation suit in New York, he should win that, but it's a New York jury, so who knows? But here in Trump probe, special counsel zooms in on possible criminal charges. Prosecutor revisiting of earlier witness testimony points to efforts to tie up loose ends. Okay. They tried desperately to get Trump. He's a president with the power to declassify. He did not have private servers siphoning top secret and special access program intelligence. They have an investigation into Biden where you have Hunter possibly repackaging and summarizing classified data. And here, it's like unbelievable. You have Clinton with servers siphoning top secret intel outside the United States government, but it's all public relations. American politics has become pure public relations. That's why, it's interesting. There are people who say, "Oh, I don't like the polarization." Yeah, me neither. I don't like the polarization of media. I would much rather have it to where we just had a viewpoint and that's it. The reason the media is so polarized is you have almost half the electorate. Or the reason the American political system is so polarized is you have almost half the electorate voting Trump. Okay? Almost half. 70 plus to 80 plus for mashed potato brains. You have almost half the electorate choosing Trump. Yet you have James Comey, the Honorable James Comey, stating, well, there's no reasonable prosecutor would indict Madam Secretary, even though she had top secret intel siphoned onto servers. It is not even possible from a cybersecurity perspective to have that happen. It is impossible from a cybersecurity perspective. Again, I know it's annoying, but I have to say it again. It is impossible from a cybersecurity perspective. It's beyond criminal, so it's obviously a criminal act. You don't need anyone in government to define what a crime is. You already know what a crime is. It is not possible to have servers siphoning any type of classified data, even unclassified data from the U.S. government. Okay, much less 4 years of private secret servers that apparently President Obama didn't even know of. Of course, he knew. And so They're getting Trump on obstruction of justice. So they go and they level an investigation at Trump, and then when they can't find anything because it's completely baseless, they say, well, you obstructed justice. And you can't obstruct justice when the person hasn't committed a crime. So that's the thing with the Mueller probe. The Mueller probe, Trump was not an operative of the Kremlin. He absolutely was not an operative of the Kremlin ever. But what happened was they made these baseless allegations against Trump. They couldn't find anything. They couldn't prove anything. Then they said, you obstructed our attempt at accusing you of something you didn't do. So how dare you? And so now he'll be indicted for a second time. So he can be indicted 10 times. Half the country, almost half the electorate, will always decide on Trump. That is why you need a concerted, unified, apoplectic, frenzied effort by every single media company out there, including Fox News, MSNBC, CNN, the Washington Post, the New York Times, the Atlantic, Vanity Fair, Esquire, Mother Jones, The Nation, Daily Beast, Jimmy Kimmel, Stephen Colbert, Seth Meyers. You needed all of Twitter prior to Elon Musk. Thank God he purchased Twitter. You need an entire public relations monstrosity against Trump. And still, he'll get almost half the electorate. And still, Democrat. Imagine if it was like 2012 and you had these rosy exposés on Paul Ryan working out. Imagine if they just did like some normal journalism on Trump. Okay, what does he do? What does he like to do? Golf, family, whatever. They don't treat him like a human being. And then they claim, it's because he's so polarizing. The reason that there's polarization in American politics is because Democrats lost miserably in 2016. And the vitriol and the vengeance and the saving face, they needed a scapegoat. They were absolutely mortified. And the retribution was turn Trump into the greatest monster that ever lived. We had record low poverty. We had record highs in household median income. We had all of these things that were good. Doha Agreement, Abraham Accords, first president to step foot in North Korea. He brought home Americans from numerous theaters of conflict. And we had, like I said, record low poverty. In 2019, record highs in household median income. His policies worked. And then you have William Barr, his own attorney general. Oh, well, he doesn't have the discipline. He won't give you the policies that he claims. We already had a great president in Trump. That's why half the electorate will always choose him. That's why he's defeating mashed potato brains Joe in our Real Clear Politics polls. Hit subscribe to this channel right now. Go to ajgoodman.com to read my writing on The Hill, the Huffington Post, Salon, the Jerusalem Post, the Federalist, and other publications. Ladies and gentlemen, I will start doing some interviews with really amazing people. I have, hopefully, in the next couple of months, one of the most wonderful, amazing, courageous, truly brave and courageous individuals in American politics. And hopefully that happens within the next couple of months. It will be a fantastic interview and a fantastic discussion on this channel. And I'm going to be very honored and so privileged to share the interview with you during a live stream. So hopefully that'll happen soon. I'll tell you once it's confirmed who it is. And I would like to begin, a transformation, let's say, of this channel just from me giving my viewpoint and my analysis to, really thoughtful and wonderful and thought-provoking discussions with really wonderful, awesome, amazing, beautiful people. So that is something I'm looking forward to. So keep an eye out on this channel, and it's going to be awesome. I'm really excited. Anyway, they want to indict him again. So they'll probably indict him 3 or 4 times. Okay? It really doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Like, first of all, if they indicted Hillary Clinton 50 times for crimes that she actually committed, and I think she'll be the 24 nominee. I really do. Honestly, if Democrats don't choose Hillary Clinton and they stick with Biden, that would be the worst thing they could ever do in terms of political party. Actually, Hillary Clinton probably gives them, in a very bizarre way, a repeat of 2016, which is what they want. They've wanted a repeat. And I think that all of this is to make everything morally relative. I think there's a very Clintonian element to the classified data thing with Biden and Trump, and because she actually illegally transferred top secret intel onto private servers. It's not even possible from a cybersecurity perspective. Hit subscribe to this channel. Right.